From 21 Sports, this is Penguin Gameday, driven by Greenwood Chevrolet, Austintown.
Penguin Gameday starts now!
And welcome to another edition of Penguin Gameday as we come to you from the Bull and Bear here on the campus of Youngstown State University. Happy to be joined by head coach Doug Phillips, whose team is coming off a tough 38-30 loss to North Dakota State. Coach, great football game.
Great football game, and proud of our young men, proud of the effort. We talked all week that, we had to win the battle of response, meaning we had to respond every time they did. And there's going to be good in a game, there's going to be bad, and we have to be ready to respond. And then physicality travels. Going into the Fargo Dome, you have to be physical. And I was really proud of the physicality of our football team.
First time you guys wore the white helmets, you like them?
I do. Today, I brought the equipment managers to dinner because it took them about 45 minutes to an hour to change those helmets, and the work that those guys do behind the scenes that nobody knows. And I brought my defensive ends also. So, I just want to say thanks to those guys. They do a lot of the work nobody sees.
The unsung heroes.
Yes, the unsung heroes, and they're working, unloading that truck at midnight.
Yeah. Coach, let's go back to Saturday. We'll take a look at some of the highlights. And Coach Pulasic said you guys came in ready to play. He knew you guys were going to battle, and certainly you guys did.
Yeah. We started off, I thought we put a great drive together. We had to adjust to the noise. We work on that, and we had a plan. We went to a silent count, but, the first drive got going there. And, you want to try to score a touchdown. We kicked a field goal. But again, we knew it was going to be a back and forth game. We wanted to keep it close because we have not seen North Dakota State play for 4 quarters. They haven't. Games have been over in the third. So we felt if we got into the last 10 minutes of the game, we needed to finish. That's where you got to earn it. You got to earn those statement wins.
And certainly when you get a team that's not used to being there, they seem to act a little bit differently. You kind of have them where you want them, I guess. Even though you're down, but they've never been in that situation.
Well, you want to. We had a lot of chaos with their fans, but you want to create chaos and make them in a game and knowing that they're doing something that they're not used to doing and playing for 60 minutes. So, and I felt critical time in the game was we scored, we're down 5. First play, it's 2nd and 12 because we got TFL. Third down, we get a sack. It's 3rd and 18. And I felt we had the momentum right there. But again, they're a great football team. He's a great quarterback. He made a great play on 3rd down.
Coach, you had 2 quarterbacks there. We all know about your quarterback and Bo Brungard, and these were 2 very similar quarterbacks.
I think the best in FCS, and one of the best, and we're going to see another one this week, DJ Williams, and I'd put him up there with it. So again, it had to be, from a fan perspective, a fun game to watch.
Sure. Did the gap shorten, in your opinion?
Again, there's no moral victories. We went there to win a football game. We didn't. We got to learn from it. We got to clean up the mistakes. You got to play clean football. You go on the road or play at home, you got to play clean football. Has the gap? Yeah. I think, being able, can we match up? We matched up offensively, defensively, and special teams. Now we got to not beat ourselves.
Even yesterday, Coach Pulasic, even referred to you guys were ready, and it seemed like maybe they weren't expecting you guys to be that prepared.
We haven't played them in a while. It's been 3 years. And again, they're coming off an emotional win the week before, and they're playing another rival this week. And
right in the middle.
But again, I want to give our young men credit. Yeah. We went ready to play a football game, and we at the end you run out of time and you look back, and we just had too many costly mistakes.
You could see the focus in the eyes, right?
That's the one thing I've seen growth in this team. What I saw on the sidelines is growth. Sure. Guys were focused. They were supporting each other through the good or bad, because that last 3 minutes of the first half was not easy to. And our guys kept responding. I'll take one play. Flash Wilson, muffed the kickoff. They get it. They score. He didn't back down. He took the very next one, went 60 yards, and gave our offense a chance to kick a field goal before half. And I believe that's how our whole team reacts.
Well, that is certainly good to see, and you could feel, even though it was a loss, momentum is building as you enter the stretch.
Yeah, we got to continue to grow, continue to get better, and that's been what we've been preaching all week.
Well, when we return, we'll visit one of the guys who leads the defense. That's Preston Zandier when Penguin Game Day continues.